Well, folks, as it turns out, there is quite a bit more involved with making a video game reselling app that changes the way people buy and sell video games than I initially thought. I've been teasing you guys all along the process, which for me has been a few months, probably just a couple weeks for you guys, about what the final feature of this app is going to be. And just this last week, I spent a solid day mapping out every screen that I could think of for OneUp, and so that I could kind of tie them to one another. This process is called wireframing in app development, I found out, and send these to my developers to give them a clearer idea of what I want this app to do. So I thought I would share all of this with you guys, including the final mystery feature. So I guess I'll just start taking you guys through it. We have a login screen here, pretty standard, and then this is what I think people will find when they initially enter the app. A bunch of sort of fun numbers about games that are in your collection, total collection value, total quick flip revenue, which we will get to, and total games scanned. And then the bottom menu here is something really important. I don't know if it's going to stay in this exact form, but we've got home, we've got your collection, we've got the scan button, lots, which I've talked about before, being able to create lots of games for collection purchasing, lot selling will be really important. And then the quick flips, final mystery feature over here. You guys are probably guessing already what that is all going to entail. My initial idea for the scan screen, I want this to be as seamless as possible. So my idea is you touch this button and then this screen comes up, which brings up both at the same time. Actually, that's not quite right. This right down here, search. It brings up your keypad and your camera at the same time so that you don't have to click an extra button to get to like scan a barcode, or if you want to do a keyword search for a game. And then these are like the results that would come up if you're searching for Donkey Kong C. Over here, scan and search. This is probably the most important thing that you guys already saw. A version of this that I did a terrible mock-up of in Excel. But this is just what I hope will come up. A lot of the data that I want to show for like price charting, and then eBay recent solds, and then Amazon lowest sales data across multiple conditions and multiple fulfillment methods. Fees getting calculated here, and fees getting calculated potentially on eBay for expected profit there, expected profit there. And then a quick flip offer. What is quick flips, you may ask? Well, quick flips is basically a more sophisticated and easier to use version of our current buy list. We've compiled a list of all the games that we pay better for than anyone I know. And we're going to have a version of that available in app form that not only has more titles, but also even better prices. I think on average, our prices we're gonna raise our prices by 10% on everything in order to incentivize people to actually like use the app and give them a better deal. And here is my vision for what that will kind of look like. Actually, I guess first I'll let you know, like, this is the collection screen, right? So you have your total value of your collection, your total games. You can sort it, share it, or sell it. And then down here, you can like add more games to it, and it'll be sorted, I think, by console by default, and you'll be able to see the title and release year and the values and all that kind of thing. And then this is kind of scattered here. This is like when you search a game here, you select a game, it comes up here with all of the prices, and then you can click add to right down here, and you can either add it to a collection, you can add it to one of your custom lots. So maybe this is like games on your wish list, or games in your basement, or your neighbor's games, or games in a lot you saw on Facebook Marketplace. Or you can add it to a quick flips batch. This is what a quick flips batch will look like. You can see we've got Mario Bros, Smash Bros Brawl, Spyro the Dragon, and these are all the prices that you can get not just by like doing all of the photos and the listing and the shipping and the item details of selling on eBay or Amazon or whatever, but you just throw it into a box and you send it to us. And as long as it meets the condition guidelines, we get you paid the next week. That's the idea of it, is a more seamless and easy version of operating with any company's buy list. I know that there are a couple large ones out there, like you can do this with Starland, you can do this with DK Oldies, they've all got their prices out there. Not only are our prices better than theirs, but this process will be more seamless than anything else I've seen, more easy. My idea, my long-term vision for this, as I sit on my dirty carpeted floor here with Buff Squirtle in the background, shout out to Josiah for that Christmas gift. My long-term vision for this is to fundamentally give people like not just another out for certain inventory, and that's what it'll be for a lot of people, that is lower effort and just easier and more profitable. But I want to build the kind of system that people could build entire businesses around, right? I want to have people out there that their whole side hustle income, maybe for a few people, their whole full-time income is just looking for quick flippable items, whether it's yard sales, thrift stores, pawns, wherever they like to source. Like the idea of being able to just enter these items here, boom, boom, boom. You don't have to do pictures, don't have to do listings, anything, and then just send it to us and get paid the next week almost instantly. I think it's really going to change things for a lot of people. So that's the hope, at least. That's the whole mystery feature, and a big part of why the top tier of this app is so expensive at $50, because that's more expensive than anything else out there, let's be honest. Because I think it's going to be it's going to constitute a whole other potential revenue source for users, in addition to all of the like convenience features that we offer for like item lookups and lot creation and collection tracking and all that stuff. We already talked about this. Just a menu screen. That's not all that interesting. And then this is like sort of the Quick Flips home screen. So like lifetime Quick Flip earnings will be right up here. It'll be fun to kind of gamify that. Maybe we'll have like some sort of a leaderboard on the app of the people who are sending the most stuff to us and doing the most business that way. That'd be kind of fun. Current batch with the units and value, and then batch history, where you'll be able to see like status of, okay, this was delivered, this has been paid, here was the value associated with each. You'll also be able to go into each of these and see like deductions that are made for condition discrepancies or items not working, items missing from a batch, that sort of thing, because you have to plan for that kind of thing. We're still working out how exactly this is going to work technically. Are we going to do it through PayPal? Are we going to have people who are subscribed at the top tier input their bank information so that we can just transfer it directly? That might be the best way to go, although it's more expensive to develop. Some of those questions logistically we're still figuring out, but I wanted to give you guys the update. Let me know if you think that is a feature that would significantly impact the way that you do business, assuming that you're able to find these kinds of items. Right now, I'll just show you our current buy list. I've got September's pulled up here. We've been doing a ton of buy list business recently with other resellers, and to be able to make that process easier and give better numbers, I think is going to be a big value prop. So just to give you guys kind of idea, the highlighted ones are some of the stuff that we pay the best for. You can see $80 for an SP, $20 for Guitar Hero 5 Wii. Like we're squeezing our margins pretty thin in order to be able to give people the best prices possible and really incentivize like $75 a piece for Fire Red and Leaf Green. They normally go for like 80 or 90 at conventions and stuff. Really just want to be able to the whole point of OneUp, the whole vision behind the app, is to make video game reselling ridiculously easy. It's basically flipping video games on easy mode. I need to come up with I had some interesting flip pun that I was thinking about implementing. Anyway, I'll tell you guys if I think about it later. But yeah, let me know what you think of that feature, and I'll keep updating you guys as we figure out more what shape this thing's gonna take.